don't understand. I've asked several brokers, call them. I'm like, hey, yeah, and these people I know, and I'm like, you got how many agents you got now? I got 10 agents. How many buyers are they working with? Oh, I don't know. Like, how do you not know that? You know what I mean? Like you have an agreement to show them houses. You know what I mean? Like, this is the most crucial part of today's market. You are a real estate broker.
That goes into the whole 80% of humans are just not really good at what they do and don't really care.
I'm happy having a fucking weekly meeting and crafting.
So that's the exact reason why I was telling our guys, you're the kind of guy that's not going to go out of business. You're the kind of guy that's going to do just fine in all this because of that right there.
It's like, I'm just like, dude, you've got to know. Like, if I was a broker and I had 200 agents working for me, I would know.
Send me a report. Let's have a meeting. I'd like to know to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Well, how many buyers are you working with? And guess what? Here's how many listings we have in office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is an ecosystem. Let's see if we can't show these properties first. You know what I mean? Let's get everybody eating.
I noticed the commercial brokerages do really well at that.
They
and
do.
Also, there's a company called Austin Realty in Austin. They're one of the bigger brokerages for residential. They do really good at that. The big boys got it figured out.
They do. I mean, it's an ecosystem, and you want to do it in a manner that everybody on your team's eating. So, anyways, I did learn that from you, by the way, and that's something that we do. I'm calling the people that have sold stuff in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But now we're calling people that have stuff listed. So if they have something similar listed, we call them and we're like, hey, how many showings have you had? I've had 10. Great.
Man, the crazy part is that's what we have to do nowadays because you can't just blast to a lot of people and a sale happens. And that's a lot more work. So people are earning a lot fewer dollar per hour, but that's what you have to do.
That's just what you have to do.
You want to sell, dude? That's what you got to do.
I call them like, what are the agents that have shown your property? I'm going to send you the agents that have shown mine. You send me the agents that have shown yours, and then you got to go reach out to all those agents. You know what I mean? And say, hey, look, is your buyer still in the marketplace? Would you show them my property? I'm offering a 5% commission on the buyer side.
You know, speaking of that type of tactical work, I remember talking to a broker that had some stuff listed for us. It was not my wife. It was somebody else in a different area. We got all these showings. We got this, we got that. Here's our feedback. And I said, okay, well, what did the follow-up call sound like when you called the agent?
I didn't follow up.
Well, this is the feedback they sent us. And I'm like, I would always, when it was my listings early on, I would always call the person that went to walk it, the agent, and say, how did they like the house? Oh, they liked it was nice. Are they going to make an offer? No. Then what is it that they didn't like about the house? Then I also ask, at what price does this make sense? Well, they weren't really interested. I said, okay, hold on, stop. At $400,000 it's listed for, they don't have interest. But at $10, I bet they buy this house. Is that right? Yeah, they'd buy it for $10. Okay, great. Well, there's another number in there that ain't $10, but it ain't $400. What's that look like? Well, I don't really know. I would like you to call your client and ask. And the strange thing is, if you have 4 or 5 of them call and ask, you start to find a number that's actually in a pretty close range.
It might be $390.
Right. So the market's speaking. So now I know either I know to lower the price or I need to tell that person I'll give it to you for $390.
Dude,
that's the work.
So we're doing the exact opposite. Now after a showing's happening at 9 o'clock in the morning, at 9:30.
Boom. Call them.
No, they have our offer with concessions.
Oh, you're saying we're willing to take this?
We give them concessions on our offer. We email it to them. Now we don't know their buyer's name or anything, so it's just a contract that they have to fill out the other half of and say, these are the concessions we're willing to give on the hope that they play the game with us and counter.
That's interesting.
So when you're
countering yourself because you already have it listing, but just enough to get the engagement and say, we're serious, come play ball, let's see where the shakes.
We don't even ask for their feedback. We send them a counter offer with concessions. We're buying down points. We're putting a kitchen in. We're doing whatever little knick-knack stuff to where it's like, because the woman's on the other side of that. She's going, wait, what?
I get new cabinets?
Ooh, let's talk to them. Let's quit looking. Let's start negotiating.
That goes back to what you just said earlier. It's an action game.
It's an action game.
If I get out,
like what you've seen here, find Braxton on Tinder and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just keep swiping. He's on there.